Diddy's possible involvement in significant legal conflicts has shocked the entertainment industry, particularly Young Miami. The revelation that Diddy, in the midst of his own legal troubles, has dragged Young Miami before a grand jury has stunned and dismayed his fans and supporters. Insiders assert that Young Miami has played a significant role in these intricate dynamics, yet the complexities of celebrity relationships often remain hidden behind the glitz. Hi there, and welcome back to Rumor Spill. Claims and tales have emerged, presenting an environment full of disputes and unspoken realities. Three women are at the epicenter of this storm. Their stories are entwined with Young Miami's. The gravity of the situation cannot be overemphasized, even in light of some of their previous exchanges' lighthearted tone. There is increasing pressure on them to provide vital testimony that has the potential to pivot the inquiry because of charges that suggest involvement in unlawful behavior. Diddy is being accused of sexual misbehavior dating back to the 1990s as the legal noose gets tighter around him. He has implicated other people, including Young Miami, in what seems to be a desperate attempt to lessen the legal fallout for himself. This has cast a shadow over their lives and professions. Diddy and Young Miami's friendship took a wild turn after initially developing as a mentorship under the cover of mutual professional respect. Swirling accusations have caused the initial report, which was based on assisting a budding hip-hop artist to realize her potential, to degenerate. Diddy is facing serious allegations ranging from verbal and physical abuse to assault, some of which are said to have occurred decades ago. Not only has his reputation been damaged by these grave charges, but they have also caused havoc in the lives of those around him, especially Young Miami. Diddy's reputation has taken a serious hit in the music industry, where things can go wrong quickly. The possibility of a grand jury indicting him might bring down his business, which would be disastrous for him and everyone connected to him. The grand jury plays a crucial role in this case since it is entrusted with examining the evidence to determine whether there is sufficient evidence to file formal charges. The ramifications are far-reaching, even as Diddy plots to minimize his possible punishments by casting some of the responsibility on friends like Young Miami. The influence of celebrity and wealth on ethical boundaries and personal priorities is called into question by this circumstance. Diddy is under a lot of pressure, and Young Miami is rumored to be one of those he would name. This puts her in a perilous legal position in addition to endangering her career trajectory by fans and bystanders. Was she more actively participating, or was she just a bystander? Everything that has been said and done in the past is being scrutinized closely in light of this new, unsettling information. Past disputes on social media, particularly those involving Gina Hun and Young Miami, are being brought up again. These days, what were once written off as small-time arguments take on a possibly darker significance. A specific tweet that was once believed to be a joke about pressuring Gina into compromising Diddy's position is now being looked at as potential proof of Young Miami's involvement in more serious issues. Young Miami is faced with a complex web of legal issues and public opinion as the legal and public narratives develop. Her career and reputation are at risk, which has serious ramifications for her future. She has an unclear future ahead of her, and every move she has taken in the past is examined. A clear and graphic image of the misuse of power is painted by the physical altercations that are reported, in which Diddy is accused of utilizing his physicality to threaten and injure people. These accounts highlight not only the physical harm caused, but also the psychological distress connected to such behaviors. Beyond the immediate legal ramifications, these accusations have significant significance because they expose a pattern of behavior that is both criminal and unacceptable. In conclusion, everyone participating in this drama experiences significant life changes as it plays out. These are not merely flashy headlines. The charges, the inquiries, and the possible legal ramifications are actual problems with grave ramifications for all concerned. The intricate interactions between power, accountability, and responsibility in the high-stakes realm of celebrity culture are brought to light by the current situation. She was breathing heavily and experiencing an agonizing ordeal as the strikes kept coming. She begged him to stop, but he continued, throwing punches that left her gasping for air. There was a pause, and then he grabbed her hair savagely from behind, giving her a hard hit to the back of her head. He avoided her face purposefully, maybe to hide the physical proof of his cruelty. This encounter illuminates the darker, more aggressive sides of the man she knew a side Gina was gradually and urgently disclosing to the world. Tasha K painted a vivid picture of Diddy that was very different from the public character he frequently presented during an intimate interview in which she accused him of both verbal and physical abuse. The intricacy of Young Miami's circumstances extends beyond simple allegations. She gets entangled in a complex web of legal proceedings. She has been subjected to a barrage of concerning claims, including ones involving emotional manipulation and sexual assault, as the accusations against him mountain. Her connection with Diddy is being used as a front for this involvement, which is deeply upsetting and complicates her life. Given the stakes for her career and reputation, it is imperative that she become the subject of an intensive investigation. Young Miami has to confront the challenging inquiries regarding her role and negotiate the turbulent waters of her relationship with Diddy in the face of this catastrophe. She is removing herself from Diddy's scandals in an attempt to restore her reputation and demonstrate her independence. During this time in her life, which she calls the Yams era, she is concentrating on her work and creative endeavors. In order to dispel any doubts about her independence from Diddy and the baggage around his legal issues, Young Miami wants to establish herself as a formidable force in the music business. But cutting ties with him has a price, especially when it comes to finances. She was formally showered with gifts from Diddy, including shopping sprees, private jets, and an opulent Miami mansion. These are now history because he stopped providing any financial assistance. Young Miami is dealing with issues affecting her personal and professional lives as a result of Diddy's abrupt withdrawal of financial support, which has left her unstable. She's been thrown into chaos by something that felt safe at first. Young Miami is determined to take charge of her destiny, despite the difficulties of their turbulent relationship. In an effort to restore her damaged reputation and show the world that she is a strong, independent woman, she is actively working toward these goals. But there are many challenges in the way of autonomy and atonement. Legal actions and search warrants are rare in the highly competitive and erratic music industry, and they only happen when there is strong proof. The fact that Homeland Security is involved in Diddy's case implies that the accusations made against him are taken seriously and are backed by reliable information. As Homeland Security looks into claims involving major criminal activity, including human trafficking, the situation becomes more complicated. Claims that Young Miami may have assisted Diddy in unlawful operations, such as the distribution of illegal drugs, further complicate the already complex story. These charges carry serious consequences. If this turns out to be accurate, Young Miami may have serious legal repercussions, which would further harm her reputation. She decided to unfollow Diddy on social media, a platform that serves as a gauge of personal and professional ties in celebrity culture, as a daring way to declare her break from him. This is more than just cutting connections. It's her way of making a formal declaration that she wants to put his legal and personal issues behind her. Young Miami is expressing her independence and her wish to put the Diddy scandals behind her by interacting with her fans directly on social media. Still unanswered are the following. Is Young Miami solely a victim of Diddy's schemes, or is she also somewhat to blame for the issues that have developed? Hers is an intriguing and contentious